Hello everyone, it's Catherine Craig here. I've asked Anna's permission to do this video, and I truly hope I do her and all of the transgenders justice. My daughter is a transgender, which a lot of people, especially the president, is trying. I'm in Canada. We're more accepting to the LGBTQIA. Sorry, folks. All people. I accept all people, unless you do me wrong. It's just how it goes. Anna was born a male. I have psychic ability. When I was pregnant, I was sure she was giving off female energy. I did not think it was a boy at all. When I had my ultrasound and they told me it was a boy, I was kind of like, I don't think so. But lo and behold, it was a boy. And then my mom even said, well, that's good because you're not quite, I don't dress up, I don't do makeup, I don't do any of that stuff. So in her mind, she was like, well, perfect, because, raising a boy would be better for me. By the time Anna was a year old, I was living with her father, and I said, because of the way she was doing, is it traits, is it mannerism? I don't know all that stuff, but how she was presenting herself was female traits. I honestly thought she was gay. Ever since she was a year old, I honestly thought she was gay. Just because of how she did things, it was like, well, that's not like most boys. She reminds me more of a female, and no problem. However, I told her dad, I said, oh, well, don't be surprised if he comes home gay. And he said, if he comes home gay, I'm kicking him out. And I said, well, if that's how you feel, I might as well leave with him now. And he was taken back by that. And I'm like, why? Why do I want to have my child grow up in a bigot house? That's not me. That's not who I am. My mother, rest her soul. My mother did, my dog is now yelling at me because I don't know why. She's sitting there telling me I need to give it 1 minute. My mom did gay marriages. Her boss, my mom owned a newspaper back in the 50s. The boss, before she bought it, he's dead now too, so he was gay. He been gay all his life. And my mom grew up with that. Like, what's wrong with somebody who's gay, bisexual, any of those things? Now, a lot of people say transgenders, cosplay, mental, sick, whatever they want it, all those bad names, whatever. Now, Anna, when she was slow with talking. I can't hear very well. I guess I'm sure you guys know that I'm hard of hearing. And so I wonder if that's why Anna didn't talk for a long time. Don't know. Don't care. She's very intelligent. So there goes that. Her first word for color was hot pink. Hot pink. That was her favorite. Hot pink. And then she changed it to blue. Wonder why. I'm sure I did not do justice for her the way I should have, and the way I should have stood up for her. But I guess I was worried about the bigots, and worried about her being bullied, and worried about anything. At 9 years old, she was taught to cook because I had hurt myself to the point where I couldn't do anything. I had to use a walker to walk. I couldn't do a lot. Anyway, she never had a girlfriend growing up. She never really got close to some men, boys. Like, she never really had friends. She had friends, and she brought them home, but it wasn't the same connection. Like, it was really different, and that's what made me think even more that she was gay. He was gay. But Anna kept portraying female things. Like, she kept wanting to, like when I was doing my makeup, she wanted to, what's this? What are you doing? And stuff like that. She took an interest. She also took an interest with what I was wearing. I never clued in. Anyway, but I was also protecting my child from a bigot father. When Anna was probably 13 or 14, I said, "Are you gay?" And she said no. So, but I knew something because she was feminine. Like, everything she did was feminine, 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 feminine. And I knew it. But I was like, what is it? It was hard for me to get her to wear some man clothes. So I had to change it up a bit. And it's not female clothes or whatever. But, so she wasn't wanting to wear men underwear, but she would wear boxers because it wasn't as tight-fitting, I'm guessing. There was a lot of things leading up now in hindsight, but I and the world didn't really know anything about transgenders. But growing up with Anna, I knew that she's a female inside. You could tell with the things, you could tell with what she was saying, you could tell with how her mind worked. Very intelligent mind at that. So when she was 17, now, all through school, she was bullied. She was bullied for being more feminine. She was bullied for being smart. That's an understatement. She got ridiculed for being herself, basically. So now Anna played hockey for a bit and then she quit, and I didn't understand why, because she was really good at it. Like, I mean, she was good at it. It wasn't the best, she was good. And then I pointed out that I played hockey, and the next thing you know, she's going back into it again. At 17, I noticed a big shift. I noticed that there was something going on, but she stopped living. She shut down. She stopped doing a lot of things. I honestly thought she was going to kill herself. There was one time where she wouldn't talk to me, and she really shut down, that I called an ambulance and took her to the mental health. They took her to the mental health department. I didn't like that too much because it was locked in. We were locked in. It was the most, it was hard. It was tough. And tougher because I didn't know what to do to help my daughter. I didn't know what to do to help my child. What was happening. Anna came out to my sister first. Now, online, Anna was starting building games and started doing making money online. Probably at 17. Not much, just doing things for other people. Sometimes she just do it for free because she was trying to build herself up and make a reputation. So by the time she was 17, she was making a bit more money. But online, she was also named Anna, and I did not know this. She was hiding a lot of herself from everybody and anybody. In September, before she was 18, she came out to the family. And of course, we all accepted her. And ironically, my sister-in-law, who is a school teacher, was also running the LGBTQIA. I think at the time it was LGBTQ. And then now it's IA. I'm not sure what IA is. I have to research that. And I apologize. I apologize. And so, because of my sister-in-law doing this, it helped me and Anna to be able to go forward. We did find a trans group, and then Anna would go to the trans group, but most of the trans group was trans male, because trans female get bullied, murdered, not accepted. But a trans male was more accepted because they would call them tomboys and stuff like that. So it's much easier to see a woman in men's baggy clothes and just doing that, but not the same for a trans female. But I will say this. Ever since Anna has come into our life, before she was 18, and we didn't tell her dad until after she was 18, and sure enough, he stopped all contact. Worked for us. Anyway, she has blossomed. She started her own company. She has now started coming out and doing family vacations again. She used to just hang out, just be a hermit, I guess you would call it, afraid of the world. Not afraid. Well, it was tough. Like, I mean, it's tough now, and it's tougher now because of Trump. And everybody now against the transgenders, and they're the ones that are raping the children, and OMG, no. The way I'm going to say that I feel happened, and to me, as a person that does have I have psychic abilities. I don't play on it because it's not easy. As in, it's not easy for me because I get overwhelmed with all the messages. But I do know that I get messages all the time. Do I listen to them? No. That's another story. I am proud of Anna. To me, what I believe happened is when Anna came to, sorry, there's a picture of my mom, Anna, and I. Anyway, so when Anna came into my room, and I said to you, I thought she was a female. I was sure she was a female. Like, it was just, I know she's female. I believe she came in as a female from a past life and did not change. And that's how I believe it happened. Just like that show or movie, Audrey Rose. That's a good movie to see. I believe it's called Audrey Rose. But that was the name of the little girl who had passed away at the same time a new baby girl was born. And so then when they came to so Audrey Rose went into this new girl's body at birth. So it was the same day, basically, I believe. So when the the baby and the girl was freaking out. It was always on the anniversary of her birthday, freaking out and all these nightmares and everything. And it was because it was Audrey Rose being burnt in a house or in a car, and that's how she died. And it was Anthony Hopkins who played her father. I believe it was her father. Because I remember him coming in and saying Audrey Rose, and then the girl looked up at him like... So to me, that's what I believe. I believe that the gender dysphoria is truly a different spirit with a different gender in their mind. In their mind, as a spirit, when they come in, they have a different gender in their mind as opposed to what they were born as. I personally do not feel like I don't like dressing up. I do not like having to put makeup on. I did do it for hoping to make money, never did. But it's just, that's not who I am. I'm just a person who, anyway. But I do see myself as female. But I can see how transgenders feel. But I will say, Anna does not want to come into the girls' bathroom and rape your children or rape you. That is absurd, stupid, and absolutely crazy on your cis mind. Cis. C-I-S. This is a person who is not gay, not any... the rest of the people who are not belong to the LGBTQIA community. Anna always says, I'm a woman, Mom. And I said, I know. Anna would never even go into the bathroom unless she absolutely had to. She would hold it until we got home. She would hold it until we got to a hotel. So to me, when you go, no, that's just some guy who, like, if a guy really wanted to do anything, he would just go and do it. They don't take the time to do what the transgenders do. Transgenders go all out. They have to take medication. They take blockers. Some go through operations. Anna won't, because when she came out, there were many who had died on the table. And I told her I would accept her no matter what. My family accept her no matter what. It is the way it is. Now to get... this hatred, the hatred from this world is unreal. It is unreal. But I'm so thankful and so blessed that Anna has the strength to step out and just be herself. No matter what the bigots say. No matter what the angry people say or believe. And it's funny how they're all focused on what's in her pants instead of focusing on the problems at hand. There are more problems in this damn world than worrying about human beings. Unbelievable and unacceptable. Absolutely. Unacceptable. Anna, I love you, and I'm very, very proud of you. And you keep going, girl. Not very many people can say that they help run a company that's incorporated and making well over $1 million. And I'm proud of you. You made that $1 million mark, you made it incorporated, and you did it. You did it. And you still are thriving this business with your partners, with your employees, and watching you light up when you talk about your company. I know you get some, every company has, but I am proud of her. I am proud of who she is. She's leaped and bounds over me. Her intelligence is just holy. That's what we say in the family, holy. Accept all humans. What do they do to you? You're the people who are, I don't know, it's just unreal. The hatred is unreal. What did my daughter ever do to any one of you who do not accept? What did she do to you? Nothing. I'm worried about more of you people who, what? Oh, wait. Oh, what has she got in her pants? What has she got in her pants? What? Pervert? What are you worried about my daughter for? You're a pervert. Pervert. My daughter's not the pervert. You guys are. She only had 2 relationships, and you're worried about what she has in her pants. Or worried about, oh my God, around children. She's amazing around people. And she has an amazing sense of humor. Quick as a wit sense of humor. Anna, I love you. And I do want to apologize for something that I did not know. And I get it. You would just say, but Mom, you didn't know. That's not the point. I didn't know. You're right. But at the same time, I wish I had done more research. I wish I had figured things out. Wish I had communicated better with you. You have taught me a lot. You have accepted so many people the way they are. You're better than me in that sense. Here's to all transgenders. And here's to how brave they are to be able to step out and just be themselves. How they want to dress, how they want to be. I love you, Anna. And to all the other transgenders, kudos to you. This mama truly am behind you 1,000%. Keep it up. Remember, you are worth it. Take care, guys. Catherine Craig, motivation overrides anxiety. Peace out. Take care.